Hi, welcome back to Stealth Camping Adventures. Today I am riding in the turning lane, impeding traffic because nobody has their sidewalks shoveled. And you can't ride your bike without having the sidewalks shoveled. So it's kind of dangerous. So I'm going to have to pay close attention. And I'll get back with you when we get closer to our destination. Oh, by the way, it is 5 degrees outside and it's gonna go down to 4 below tonight. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit. Yesterday, it snowed like 9 inches. So we had a pretty big severe weather storm yesterday, and tonight we are supposed to get another 4 inches of snow. I think it's going to start around 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, up there to the left is where we're going to be going in to go stealth camping by a Heine company that is called Big B's Coffee. It's a little shopping center up here to the left. Just going a little bit slow. See what happens when your tires hit the slush. It automatically makes your bike lose control. Let me get back on this bike. Okay. Whoa. Anyways, there's our parking lot, and somewhere behind that Big B's Coffee is where we're gonna be stealth camping for tonight. It's definitely a frigid day out. Definitely a cold one. What a pain in the butt trying to ride your bike in the snow. It is almost impossible. So let me know what you guys think. But I was thinking sometimes in the winter, maybe I could take my biking backpack and have my friend Brian, who said he'd already do it, take me and drop me off at a location. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. Because it is hard to ride your bike through this. Alright. Looks like we can enter the woods behind this wall on the corner. And there's Big B's Coffee right there. And we're going to be stealth camping somewhere behind Big B's Coffee. But I'm going to have to go out and back around to try to get back there because I can't get my bike and trailer up over that snow mound. Well, I was kind of hoping that they would have their sidewalks shoveled, but they don't. So I'm gonna have to ride in the turning lane in the middle of this road. A little bit breezy outside. All right, there it is. That's where we want to get in. VFW, and right across from the VFW and behind Big B's Coffee is where we are gonna try to enter. And I see some footprints going back into the woods. Hopefully nobody's back there. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Ugh. Yeah, this is like 9 inches deep. My bike's already stuck. Let me pull it forward out of the street. Well, even though it's almost below zero outside, I am starting to sweat a little bit. I got all my electronics, chargers, cameras inside my jackets so they don't freeze up or get condensation on them later on in the tent. But I always keep my electronics and battery chargers inside of my jacket and also inside my sleeping bag at night. Wow, it is hard to try to get your bike and trailer through here. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, is having my friend Brian pick me up, and I would take my hiking backpack, load it with my gear, and have Brian drop me off at any location that he wants to. And because it's almost impossible to get my bike through this deep snow. So maybe my next video, I'll have somebody just drop me off close to a location, and then I'd go stealth camping from there. Also, wanted to show you guys, I got some t-shirts and sweaters made. You can check it out. You can see my little logo, stealth camping logo on it. I think it's pretty cool. This is actually my hoodie, and this is on the back of the hoodie as well, just a lot larger. But anyways, thought that would be pretty cool to wear this, making these videos. But anyhow, we are gonna have to barrel out our way back there with this bike and trailer, because this trailer is, man, it's like pulling a sack of bricks behind you. So, I don't know. All right, let's get a move on. Yeah, this is definitely not fun. Okay, well, we are going to be trying to find a spot to stealth camp directly behind Big B's Coffee, over this way. But wow, what a struggle trying to get this trailer and bike back here. Might be a while before I try this again. I definitely will probably start getting dropped off at locations for a while. All right. Well, one thing about the winter time is there's no leaves on the trees, so there's no coverage back here, and people driving by or sitting in the VFW or just in buildings can easily see pretty far into the woods. So I'm gonna have to keep on barreling my way back into the woods, and so I mean it is pretty difficult. Well, I know it seems like a little bit more work, but I'm gonna have to unattach my trailer and take my bike and my trailer back into the woods individually. I mean, it is just too hard to try to pull your bike and your trailer at the same time. I mean, we don't have to go too much more further to find a place to stealth camp behind Big B's Coffee. I'd say 5, 6, 700 feet away. But let me unattach this. See, it's still hard to pull this. If you look underneath it, see what it does? Makes big snow mounds. It drags the snow on the bottom and builds up snow mounds, which makes it really hard to pull even by itself. So there's no easy way back here. No matter what I do, it's gonna be a struggle. So, but hey, that's all about having an adventure. You never know what you're gonna face out here, and just look at it as a part of my adventure and get through it and keep pushing on. Whoa. These are truck tracks going around, and we are gonna take the bike and trailer through here. So you can see it's pretty deep. So, well, yeah, look at how deep. It's up to my, almost up to my knees in certain spots. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is try to find the closest spot to stealth camp for tonight, because this is some rough stuff. This Swin day trip cargo trailer is a pain in the butt to try to pull this back. And it's too heavy for me to lift up and just carry it back into the woods. So I have no choice but to drag this through the snow. Well, as I was coming into the woods, I noticed right there a one-person stealth tent and a bicycle. So, I mean, I'm still gonna camp back here. I'm just gonna have to go a little further down, and I didn't go through all this trouble getting here in below zero weather, getting all my gear together and coming out here not to go stealth camping. So I'm still gonna go stealth camping in these woods. I'm just gonna move my way down a little bit further. So, but that's exactly where I was gonna go stealth camping at. But all right, the search continues. There's our trailer. I'm going back to get our bike, which is right there. There's where that one guy is camping with his bike. And over this way, I noticed we have construction workers not too far back. See, there's a truck right there. Whole bunch of truck and vehicles over that way. All right, let's go get our bike. Yeah, you can see the trail I made with my trailer. I mean, that was difficult. I never want to do that again. All right, there's our bike. Let's get the bike back there. So much easier trying to get your bike back here than that trailer. Just leave my bike up over here against these little tiny trees. I mean, that's where that guy is camping at, right there. I mean, that's only like about 500 or 600 feet away. Oh, we got some ducks flying by, or geese. They're so far I can't. Oh, yep, those are geese. But anyways, we got the camper with the bicycle over that way, and then we got the guys' work vehicles and trucks back over that way, probably about the same distance. There's his tent, there's the vehicles, so probably about 500 feet there's another camper, and then 500 feet workers that could come out in the morning and perhaps see me. But I really much doubt if anybody sees me that they're gonna call anybody on me, because I would say about 8 o'clock in the morning, we're out of here. So, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that guy over there camping. I mean, I'll just keep a close eye on my bike and my gear. And heck, if I see him out walking around, I'll invite him over for dinner. I don't have any money to give him, but I'll be more than happy to cook him some hot dinner, because what we are going to have today for dinner is chili. So I already sliced and diced everything that we need to make some chili. So I thought on this chilly day, it would be good to have some chili out here. So, I don't know. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to be honest with you guys, is I'm going to just relax a little bit. Oh, I no longer carry that one little collapsible folding camping chair that I got at Walmart. I pay like 20 bucks for it, $22 for it. Anyways, my back's been blowing out. Every single video, my back's been blowing out. But behind camping behind Burlington's, I didn't bring that chair. I brought a little folding camping chair, and my back hasn't hurt at all since I changed up my seats. So if you guys see that one little chair that I use, that blue and black one, in my other videos, and you have any back problems, I'm telling you, don't buy it, because you will live to regret it. I mean, it just jacked my back up. I mean, stealth camping adventure after stealth camping adventure, video after video, my back was just killing me. Oh god, I see a guy driving his truck over that way now. But I better keep it down a little bit. I do got a loud voice, but oh well. I mean, it is what it is. I'm out here to enjoy myself. And if anybody was to come over here and say anything, I mean, I guess I'll think of something to say when something like that is to happen. But I'm just out here to enjoy myself, and I'm not hurting nobody. And I haven't seen any no trespassing sign out this way. But yeah, I think if I do see that guy sleeping out here camping, I think I will invite him over for dinner, because I brought plenty of food for 2 people. So I'm gonna sit back here and just catch my breath and relax, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, let's clear off a spot for the tent. I'm thinking maybe just right here where I'm standing. Just gotta clear off space long enough and wide enough for my 1-person tent, and make sure there's nothing crazy down there that's gonna ruin a comfortable night's sleep. See, look at that. You know, you wouldn't want to put your tent over a stick like that. So just keep on trying to clear off a place for the tent. Ooh, so look at this. Got a big log right there. So I don't know. Hopefully I can squeeze in a tent right here. Hang these in the tree. Okay, let's get this duffel bag off of my trailer and get out my camping stove and some water, and boil up some hot coffee, because the temperature is dropping outside. It is starting to get chilly, and I think a hot cup of coffee would hit the spot. Yep, I have everything in a garbage bag so nothing gets too wet on me. There's my stove. And some water. Get this propane screwed on in. And then get the propane stand, hook that on. Now let's get our pot out and get some water boiling. Okay. My pot to boil the water is in this bag. That's dinner for tonight. Be making some chili. All right, now here is my pot to boil some water. Wanted to show you guys what was inside of it. Check this out. So inside this styrofoam cup, because I didn't have a coffee cup, so I used one of my old ramen noodle soup containers. So what I'm going to do is I put my instant coffee inside my ramen soup container, and then I brought some cinnamon powder sweetener. So, okay, now let's get some water boiling here. Let's get this stove lighted. Take out my cup and put it in here. Get a nice coffee going. That sounds so good right now. Warm me up a little bit because now I'm starting to get a little bit cold, and I still have to cook dinner, put my tent up. But I'm really in no rush, and I don't even care today. If it gets dark in the middle of me setting up my camp, I really don't care. But I have to keep an eye out really close tonight because of that other guy not too far from me. I mean, I could literally see him, and I bet he can hear me talking. He is very close. And then I got these guys that should be getting off work soon because I saw a couple trucks leaving the area. So they'll probably be back in the morning, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye out, make sure everything will be okay and safe tonight because I don't know who that is behind me. So hopefully the guy's cool and nothing happens. But anyhow, I brought some chili with us. Last night I diced up some one jalapeno, I diced it up, one onion, diced it up, and one green pepper, diced it up. And I fried up some beef, and I got me some beans, and we're gonna make some tomatoes, some diced up tomatoes, and we are gonna make some homemade chili, because I thought that would be perfect. Brought some crackers out to dip in the chili, so it should be a nice dinner tonight, especially out in this below zero weather. But all right. Okay, let's get some coffee into this coffee cup. Should be nice. Okay. Now let's get some of this creamer that is cinnamon flavor into the coffee, instant coffee. Get a whole bunch in there. I'm not going to be shy with it. Okay. All right, let's get some boiling water into this cup and enjoy a cup of coffee. Ooh, that looks and smells excellent. Let's turn this stove off. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. A nice hot cup of coffee. Okay, you're witnessing my first time drinking a coffee that I made outside stealth camping. All right, now let's give it a taste. Wow, instant coffee really sucks. I mean, I even put that cinnamon powder creamer into it, and quite a bit of it, and it still has that instant coffee taste to it. It's better than nothing. I mean, I could have brought some tea bags. I mean, tea would have tasted better than this instant coffee. But still in all, it's warm, and it's doing the job out here in the cold. So I'm kind of hokey pokey in today. I mean, usually I'd already have my tent up, and I'm just kind of stalling on it. I've been out here for about, I would say, a good hour and a half already. And that guy over in that direction, he hasn't came out. So I haven't got to talk with him yet. And these guys, I'm not sure if they're gone behind me or not in those trucks. I want to take my video camera so I could zoom up so you guys could see closer. But unfortunately, my camera is too frozen and it won't even turn on. So it's a good thing that when I make these stealth camping videos, I always come out here with 3 different cameras, because one of the cameras that I was really needing tonight is not working. So I took the battery out of the camera and I got it warming up in my pocket next to my skin. So hopefully it gets warm enough so the camera can start. But by then it'll probably be dark, so who knows. But I should start to get this tent going. Man, am I lazy today. I mean, when I first came in and I saw that guy over there, I was like, oh no. You know, I mean, it's because that's exactly where I was going to stealth camp. Hey, I was going to stealth camp there, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, that's exactly the spot where I was going to stealth camp. But if you see, directly behind me, right there, is Big B's Coffee. And I tell you what, if I would have had some money, I would walk my way over to Big B's Coffee right now and get a cup, because they have excellent, yummy coffee. You know, you guys should maybe check them out. But I mean, has to be better than this instant bitter coffee. But whatever, it's coffee, it's doing its job. So, well, I guess after I stop being lazy, I'll start putting up camp and oh yeah, that's right, and get dinner going. Man, I better pick up the pace. Okay, let's get the blue tarps out. Get those ready. Get this. That's where I'm gonna put the tent up at. Yeah, I always lay down 2 blue tarps, and helps keep it dry and make sure that nothing pops through it, like branches or twigs. Okay, let's get this tent up. Okay, it's 20 to 5, so we got about a half hour, 40 minutes of daylight left, and that is it. So let's get this stove on so we can start some dinner. Today we're gonna make some chili. I had a mishap. I was careless, and you see kind of like the snow inside there. Anyways, I was really careless, and as I was trying to make this chili for dinner tonight, I realized, hey, this stove's not lit. And just by luck, it went back on. I mean, I had to take it's wet. Look at, yeah, so if you bring out one of these one burner stoves, don't get it wet with snow. I mean, I wasn't even thinking. I was just tossing it around like another piece of equipment, and then I realized, hey, there's no flame on it. It's just propane leaking out. All right, it looks like it's finally going good now, so let's get back to making our chili. Let's try again. Get back on that. Oh, that's why. Because I put my pots down in the snow and then that's how. So, don't do that. So now I gotta wash that off before I put it on the stove, or the same thing will happen and the stove will go out. Yeah, it's pretty cold out here. It has to be about below 0, 1 or 2 degrees. All right, let's get some of these diced tomatoes inside this pot. Okay, let's get these diced tomatoes in this pot. Now these are diced tomatoes with green chilies in it, and they do have a little bit of a kick to it. Okay, now over here in this bag I have some green peppers diced up, onions diced up, and 1 jalapeno diced up. Alright, now let's get it into the pot. Okay, now let's get some beans into the pot. I like beans in my chili. Well, there we go. Got beans in there. And of course, last but not least, let's get some beef in there. Last night, I cooked the beef over the stove, and so I didn't have to do it today. And I'm so glad I did that. It saves so much time. That saved me about 25 minutes to a half hour of cooking. So everything that I have to make the chili is fresh, and all I gotta do is just dump it right in the pot, mix it, and season the taste. All right, let's get a spoon and mix this. Yeah, it's some pretty thick chili, but it looks good. Just keep on mixing it really well. Yeah, this is gonna be some good stuff. Let me give you guys a little better look at it. Check that out. So that's our chili. We just have to add some seasonings. And I brought plenty of those seasonings. I brought some chili powder. Let's dump some chili powder in it. Oh yeah. Never too shy on the chili powder. I always like a good amount of chili powder inside of my chili. Let's give it a little taste test. Yeah, I'm gonna add some cumin inside of it. Sprinkle good helping of cumin, not too much, because cumin does go a long way. Give that a nice little mix. No, I am actually going to add some more chili powder into this. Oh yeah, baby. Let's not be shy with the chili powder. Yeah, let's get some salt into this too. Oh yeah, baby. Get some salt into there. Give it another mix. Stir it really good. We are just going to let this cook down for a little while. I mean, it's basically ready to eat. I just want to get those vegetables, those onions and green peppers and jalapeno. I just want to get those cooked down. Get those nice and tender. And it's a pretty nice chili. Goes perfect for out here in below zero weather. I mean, I have not seen that guy come out of his tent yet over there. I mean, his bike's over there and his tent. It's like right there. And he hasn't came out yet. And I didn't see any footprints going in or out of the woods. But anyways, yeah, so it's starting to get dark. It is 12 past 5 o'clock. So we only have, about 30 minutes that it's going to be completely dark back here. So I made that chili just in time. But man, it smells good. So, okay, well, I'm going to sit here, cook this chili for a while, then I'll get back with you in a little bit. Man, you gotta love stealth camping. This is pretty cool stuff. Uh-oh, bummer. Be careful using these camping forks and spoons from Walmart's. I mean, you can get a knife, fork, and a spoon for like 89 cents, but if you leave them inside a boiling soup, now my spoon doesn't look so happy. So that's a lesson learned. Do not use a camping spoon that is plastic inside of soup that you are cooking outside. All right, okay. Okay. Let's give this chili a try. You can see the nice green peppers in there, the onions and the jalapeno. Oh yeah, all right. Nice. Wow, has a kick to it. Pretty spicy. I figured a nice chili would be pretty cool to have out here on this freezing, frigid night. I mean, it's about to get dark any second. I think within the next 15 minutes we're gonna be in complete darkness back here. But one of the reasons why I wanted to make a chili was because even if I didn't want to finish it in one setting, because that's an awful lot of chili, but anyways, is because all you gotta do is come out of your tent, heat up your stove, and then within 10 minutes you'll have another hot bowl of soup, chili, what have you. And so that's why something easy and convenient and delicious like chili. Well, I am going to finish my dinner and I'll get back with you in a little bit. Delicious. Okay, I was sitting here, then all of a sudden I noticed somebody just started a fire right there. Pretty big one. So that means there's people out here with me, you know, besides the guy over there in that in his tent. And now somebody just lit a fire over that way. So I'm gonna have to keep my voice down a little bit. Okay, I wanted to show you something I got at CVS. It is called a Gamer V portable. It has 220 games on it, and it takes 3 AA batteries. And because I like to have batteries when I go stealth camping, I don't like so much to have rechargeable stuff. I like just to have straight up batteries, AA's, AAA's, and that way I never have to worry about having to pull over and charge something. I know that I always have a nice supply of batteries. So anyways, so I don't have to use my cell phone battery up, I stopped and got this Gamer V portable, 220 games. Here, check it out. So it's pretty cool. Has a nice controller on the side here for your thumb, kind of like a PlayStation 2 controller, and it has some pretty cool games on it. Here, I'll show you. The only thing is I wish that it had an earpiece, but it doesn't. But this is what the music sounds like. But yeah, I figured I would just get something like this to keep me occupied when I'm locked down inside the tent for so long. When it gets dark so early, you know, you want to stay occupied when you're inside of the tent. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. It has 220 games. It cost $20, and I got it at CVS. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take my camouflage tarp and just lay it down in front of the tent so I can take off my pants and my jacket and everything and my boots and not get any snow inside my tent. So anyways, that's how I do it in the wintertime, so I don't get snow and mud and water inside of my tent. So okay, and there you go. I just get a good 4x5 square out there, and then I can easily change my clothes, get my long johns on, and then crawl right into my sleeping bag. Well, it's about 10 o'clock at night, and right outside my tent I am reheating some of that chili, and gonna have some of that chili before I go to bed. So here, this is what I'm looking at right outside my tent. Check it out. Okay, let's see what the chili. Well, a winter storm is again coming in,
Yeah, probably about 20 minutes ago, one of my friends called me up and said around 11 o'clock it's going to start snowing again. We're going to get around 4 more inches. So it's going to be a it's going to be a challenge getting out of here in the morning. That's for sure. I mean, that trailer does not want to go through this snow. Anyways, don't even want to think about it. You can hear my chili boiling in the background. Well, it's been a good night. I mean, that person that's not too far over there camping, I haven't seen them coming in or out. No trouble there as of yet. The people that were building the campfire not too far behind me, they left. A couple trucks came, they put the fire out, and they took off. In the shopping center and Big B Coffee, I mean, they closed up, but they got the lights on in the alley in the building. But anyways, it's a quiet night, and I am going to get me a bowl of that chili and maybe play some of those video games that I showed you guys that I bought at CVS, and guess I'm gonna call it a night. If anything arises during the night, I'll make sure I turn my camera on and let you guys know what's going on. But if not, then I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It was a good night. I slept like a baby. I took about 4 or 5 hot hands and threw them inside the sleeping bag with me, and put them in my pockets. Actually, I think I had about 6 hot hands in my pockets, at the end of my sleeping bag, all over the place. So I was pretty toasty. And so what I did when I woke up this morning is I put the hot hands that I used last night inside my boots. So my boots would be nice and toasty warm when I put my feet in there. And and I always do this. Let me oh, where's it at? There it is. I found it. It's in my sleeping bag. I always put a bottle of water inside of my sleeping bag, because if you don't put your water inside of your sleeping bag when you get up and it's below 0 or below freezing, you're gonna get up and you're gonna get a bottle like this, total ice. And when you wake up and you're thirsty, you're gonna wish that you put a bottle of water inside your sleeping bag. Well, take a look outside to see what I'm looking at. It's a light frost out there. Thank goodness my friend who called me last night was wrong and it didn't snow 4 inches. He called me last night. Oh, 11 o'clock, it's supposed to start snowing and it's gonna accumulate 4 inches. It did not, thankfully. So, but yeah, I'm going to break down camp, but this is what I'm looking at outside of my tent right now. I can move the screen for you guys. So there's the light frost. So basically I just sit in that chair and I'll put my boots on and my thermal overalls. You know, pick up all my trash. I always take all my trash with me. Every bit of it. I don't leave anything behind. Well, what I'm gonna do is get all my stuff ready, break down camp, and get out of here. But, so, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, well, we are almost out of the woods. If you look, there's the brick wall. Around that brick wall, right there, is Big B Coffee. And like I said, there's no sidewalks over there, so we gotta jump into the turning lane and ride in there for a little bit until I can get over on the sidewalk. But alright, well, it's the same way getting in as leaving. I gotta do my bike first and then my trailer. So, okay, let's get a move on. Okay, that's where we came out of. And then we jumped on into the street and came this way. And there's Big B Coffee. And we stealth camped right back behind here. And another successful stealth camping trip. I'm not gonna lie though, it is freezing cold outside. It probably is about, man, I would say it's probably about 2 degrees outside or just below 0. So well, thank you for coming along on another stealth camping adventures. If you would, and you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. Well, I'll see you next time when we go stealth camping.